Okay, so here we go. Hello, this is Justin, and welcome to the Project. Today, I will be telling a story using my Superfight cards. Now, Superfight is a game, and if you've never played it before, we can go over that right now. Basically, get a white card and a black card, and your white card is your character card. Black card is the card that adds an attribute or a weapon or something usually positive, but I think it can be either positive or negative. And what we'll do is we'll fill in the gaps and tell the story. So, this is Star-Lord, and he is armed with a limitless loot crate, which I think would be a good thing. So we're going to play with some fresh cards, because we just got these, and they're not what you would call fresh. Let's see who we've got first. Alright, it's going to be an Animorph. Well, I barely knew any of the Animorphs when I was a kid, so chances are you don't know what an Animorph is, but I believe they are a person that can turn into an animal. Yeah, pretty simple. So imagine something along those lines. And their attribute is throws water balloons filled with acid. Now, throwing water balloons would not help you all that much, but when it's filled with acid, yeah, it can probably be a pretty good thing, but it will all depend on who the challenger is. And for this one, I'm going to say, so an Animorph was walking down the street one day. It depends on what kind of Animorph, too. Since I don't know them, I don't know what animals they turn into. Alright, I think one turned into like a wolf. So we'll go with a guy who can turn into a wolf. And yes, that does sound like a werewolf, but no, he is an Animorph. He does not turn by the full moon. Alright, and we'll see who his rival is in this battle. He's walking down the street, and his rival is a swarm of piranhas. A swarm of piranhas with flaming hands. Alright, piranhas with flaming hands. Well, the first thing that comes to mind with that is that piranha, even with flaming hands, is not going to be much match for an Animorph if this is taking place on the land. I mean, seeing as he's a wolf Animorph, he can turn into a wolf. He sort of got the advantage there, I think. And we're gonna say this is a straight up fight, mostly because I can't think of anything else, but yeah. An Animorph beats a swarm of piranhas on land. I think even in the water, he might stand more of a fight. It might be a little more epic of a fight. Well, I guess his Animorph powers wouldn't help in the water. But again, it's on land. So, land it is. Yeah. Alright. There we go. Now we've got a little bit of time on our hands, so if you'll indulge me, let's do another one. And let's see who it is first. It is the Navy. Now there's someone who should have gone up against piranhas. But we'll say, the U.S. Navy, because it just says the Navy, it doesn't specify which Navy. But I'm going to go with U.S. Navy. So the U.S. Navy was, we'll just say a fleet of ships is sailing along in the water. And they actually have their really, really emotional. So you wouldn't expect that. I mean, I guess if they wanted to do a surprise attack, they could, but they are really, really emotional. See? I'm not sure what that does to them, but doesn't seem like it would help in most situations, at least not involving combat, but we'll see who they're up against. They're up against a honey badger. Yes, a honey badger. And what is his power or attribute? It is being armed with a machete. Now, we're at the Navy, who's floating along in the water. Now there's a pretty good fleet. A single honey badger armed with a machete is probably not going to take down the whole Navy. Might get one or two guys, but the Navy tends to be more than one or two guys. So I'm going to have to give this to the Navy. I think I've muddled through enough of these for today. It was fun, but I obviously still need to workshop this, figure things out. But it's a good storytelling tool to get things flowing at least. And I want to thank you for joining me and putting up with all my schwagnanigans. I don't know why they're schwagnanigans. Seems kind of odd, but yeah, that's what we're going with. Thank you very much for joining me. Before you go, please hit the like button, also the subscribe button, and take care. I will see you later. Alright, bye-bye.